Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFUNatics. Thanks for joining me today. And we're going to be making this really cute card. It reads, "Who cares what the question is? Cake is the answer." How cute is that? And I'm going to be using the Piece of Cake bundle. That is this stamp set that has all of these great sayings, plus all the different style cakes that you can make with a little cake dish. And you can go from birthday to wedding, because we also have the Mr. and Mrs. And so this one I wanted to talk about is going to be my class that I'm going to do in the mail. So you can purchase it. Just go to my blog at StampFUNatics.com and you can get all the details. That we will make 2 more different birthday cards, not this one, but another one. So you'll have a third idea right here for free. And then we're going to make a wedding, and we're also going to make a birthday tag that you can put on a bag. So hop over onto that when you're done and check out my May class. This will cut off the end of this week, I believe is about the 12th. So check it out and see if you want to be included in that. All right, let's get started. So this one has a few different types of cuts, but it's efficient because we're going to take these ovals that are these colors and cut them out of the pieces that aren't going to show. So what you're going to need are several pieces, and I've already cut some already to save a little bit of time. And the first piece we're going to use is a piece of lovely lipstick, and this measures 6 by 5. And I'm going to take it and score it at 3 3/4. So then we're going to just fold that. And then we're going to take our large oval and we're going to run that through the big shot. So let's do that. Step by step, I think we'll do this, so it'll make it easier. And you can follow along. Okay, and with my online classes in the mail, you will get a link to private videos like this where you can watch me make it, and you can stop and start as often as you want, so that way you can work at your pace. Okay, so we are going to use this, so let's not get rid of it. And then we have this at the back of the card that's really not going to show later, you'll see. And then we also have a piece of our Bermuda Bay, and this one is cut 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm using my largest scalloped oval, and I'm going to cut that out right in the middle too. And again, we're going to save this. It's going to go with the pink. And we'll have these 2 pieces that we're going to use on our card. So let's go ahead and put this over here. Okay, so the base of our card is that first piece of lipstick, lovely lipstick that I cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's going to be our base. Then we're going to layer on our Bermuda Bay, and that's going to be just like this. So I'm going to just add a little bit of snail. And we'll just add that to the base. And don't worry about that little scallop circle there, because it's not going to show at all. All right, and then the next part that we're going to put on is going to be our lovely lipstick piece. And we're going to add that over the top, so that it'll measure like that. All right, so let's go ahead and put some snail on this. And this little flat part is going to stay on the top, so we just want to measure it like that when you try to make it even. Okay. And then I've taken another piece of Bermuda Bay. This measures 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, and I ran it through the Big Shot already with the Subtle Dynamic Textured Impressions folder. This one just gives it a beautiful texture, and that we're going to put on the inside, right inside like that. Okay, let's just go ahead and use snail. You could use your Tombow liquid glue if you'd like to. And we're just going to put that and measure it again evenly right inside. And then this is going to close over like that. So you see what I mean? None of this is going to show inside your card. But now we need a couple white ovals. So I'll bring back in the Big Shot. And we're going to be using our oval and also our largest stitched oval die. And let's put a top plate on that. I'm using my magnetic platform to hold them in place. And go ahead and run that through. And this will be our stitched one that'll go in the front. And this is going to go inside our card. So let me, again, put the big shot over here. And I'm going to take the plain one that I did, the oval, and I'm just going to add some Tombow, and I'm going to put that inside my card, right in the middle. And this is be where we'll put our inside sentiment. And then you can also sign your card, okay? Now on the outside, I'm going to take a piece of Designer Series paper. This is 2 by 4 3/4. It's from the How Sweet It Is Designer Series paper. It will be retiring, so you'll check on that list and see if it's still available. If not, you could use any paper that you have. And we're just going to add that on to the front. And now we're going to layer all of these circles that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Bermuda Bay on the front of my lovely lipstick. Just like that, so that a little bit of that lovely lipstick shows through the back of the scallops. And then I want to stamp this first. I always say to stamp first with your sayings before you put it onto your card, just in case it makes a mistake or it doesn't stamp well. Then you have a chance to use the other side of your paper. Don't forget, paper always has 2 sides. So I'm just going to stamp this little saying up at the top. Who cares what the question is? And then we're going to get a piece of paper and we're going to use our cake. And I chose this one. Let me show you on here. It's this cake right here with the little circles and things on it. And we're going to use this stamp set. Now, what I did was first I took my punch and I punched out a piece of just scrap paper. And then I took my stamps and I fit them inside of that paper so that they fit. And I know it's going to be even when I go to punch it out later, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to be ready to stamp. Again, I'm going to be using my Memento ink. I don't think I said that the last time. That's what I stamped the saying with. And we're going to take our stamp. Let's ink it up. And then I like to look at this because this is how it's going to go in on the paper. So actually, you want to have it like this when you stamp so that the paper can go in. Let's do it down here. And then you can color this first or you can punch it out. Let's do some of the coloring. Here's what I'm going to use. I'm actually going to use my watercolored pencils. I haven't brought these out in a while. And these are in our annual catalog. They will also carry over into the new catalog. It's item number 141709. And they have all these beautiful colors. So today I'm going to be using the Bermuda Bay and the Melon Mambo because that just coordinates really nice with our set. So I'm going to take the bottom, and you also need for these pencils a blender pen. So when you use your blender pen, let me get a piece of scrap paper. You just want to make sure that your pen is very clean. See how I just wiped it off and there's nothing. So that works real well. So I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm not going to be real careful about coloring because I can blend it with my pen. Just bringing some color into the sides where I want it. And the same thing with the cake. Let's see, I did do these stripes and this stripe. And let's see, I also did every other one. I kind of made it like a striped cake. And that little one there. And then you want to take your blender pen and you're just going to go in and blend that. See how nicely it colors it for you? And we're just going to take that around fill in. That's why you don't have to spend a lot of time perfecting your coloring, because the pen will do all the work for you. And then again on the stripes. And we only have till the end of May for our annual catalog. On my blog, there is a list of stamps that will be retiring and another one on stamps that are carrying over into our new catalog, so you won't have to say goodbye to them. If there's something on the retiring list, though, that you have seen that you haven't had a chance to get yet, now's your time, because it will be different in the new catalog. Even if it is carrying over, it probably won't be a bundle anymore where you'll get your extra 10% savings. So you might want to think about that. Okay, let's just go ahead and color that in. Make sure I had it clean. And a little bit there. And then I did this pink too. And I'll go ahead and color, and I'll be right back. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is just put it in our punch, line it up, and punch. Okay, let me just make sure I've cleaned off my blender pen, and you want to make sure that you close it up so it doesn't go dry. All right. So now I'm ready to put this on to my card base here. So I'm going to use two different dimensionals, my mini dimensionals and the larger ones. I'll just put one on the back of the cake there. Put that cake right under the saying. And then on my mini dimensionals, I'm going to add a couple to the little cake base. These fit perfectly. And let's go ahead and add that. Try to get this off. 1 minute. There we go. Little tiny ones are a little, there we go. A little bit harder to get off the backing. And then let's go ahead and straighten this up a little bit. And then I have this really pretty, lovely lipstick. This was our In Colors ribbon. It's in the annual catalog. I'm going to go ahead and tie a little bow. Bring it down a little bit. I don't need it to be that big. And then we'll just clip it. And then we'll go ahead and add that with a glue dot. I just press down on my glue dot and pick it up and put it right onto the card. Let's get it more centered there. And then I'm just going to take some more of my snail and just add this onto my other layers. So cute and easy. And then on this, I want to cover some of what's going to be written inside. So I'm only going to put my dimensionals on this side of my ovals, so it'll overhang a little. And we're going to line that up and put it sort of in the middle there, like that. And that's our card. Isn't that cool? So that is using, again, the piece of cake stamp set. And right now it is bundled with the punch, but when it carries over into the new catalog, it will not be bundled anymore, so you will not be able to get that savings. So I love this set. It has lots of versatility to it. Like I said, it also has a cake that you can make like a wedding cake that I've made for you for our May class. That is stunning. I also forgot, I wanted to go ahead and stamp the inside of the card to finish the saying. As we said on the inside, cake is the answer. It doesn't matter what the question is. But I kind of put it up towards the top because I want to be able to write whatever I want to write to that person and sign my name. So leave a little space. Then I did want to add my glittered enamel dots. And I added just a couple onto the card here. So I used one of the larger ones. I think it was this one that I put here. and then maybe a little bit smaller one right over there. And whoops, that's coming undone. There we go. Isn't that cute? So cute. Love this set. Anyway, so once again, this is our piece of cake bundle, and that comes with this punch that matches a lot of these cake designs and that cake stand. And it is in, I believe I said annual, I'm sorry, it is in our occasions catalog, the spring occasions catalog that will be ending on, I think it was June 3rd. And it will carry over into the new catalog, but they won't be bundled to save you the 10% anymore. So if you want to have that savings, go ahead and grab it now. And that's my design for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for joining me. Also, I found that I did one of the cakes in Stays On ink, which is this, and it does not smear as much as the Memento did with the watercolor pencils. So I would recommend using the Stays On, but since this is a polymer set, I would really get in there and clean off your stamps right away because that's a permanent ink. So just a tip, trial and error. Anyway, so if you need some of these supplies, please go and shop with me at StampFUNatics.com and use my current host code, and I'll be happy to send you out a thank you. Thanks and have a great day.